dog, John Sanderson with Limitless. Thank you for joining me. Hey, I was just thinking, if you're here, check it in the comment section, just like Teo just did. What's up, Teo? What's up, man? I was thinking, a lot of people in life, especially like myself, once we have basketball coaches and they're making us run, we end up preferring that because it's like, we get to tell our body, hey, that wasn't my fault. Like, my coach was making me, beat you up, and then you get stronger because of it, and then you're happy because of it. But when it comes down to making ourselves run and ourselves work, that's the hard part. So I think a lot of kids, I'll ask it again tonight, but I think that the majority of kids, while their parents would do anything not to force them, I think that the majority of parents would not want to force their kid to like greatness. Whether it's like, maybe school they will, but like in terms of like basketball, no. They're not going to force their kid to do it. But the majority of kids, I believe, would love for their parents to force them to do it. If I asked them in the beginning, all right? What up, Jace? All right, if I asked them in the beginning, I said, hey, would you love your parents to force you to become great at basketball? They would say yes. If I asked the parents, would you ever force your kid to become great at basketball, the parents would say no. All right, but with the disconnect, or they start to like merge, is as we're going, these parents who say I would never force my kid to be great at basketball start to change their tune. Once they start going, they might see your passion for it. They might see their wallet going lower in money because they're giving it to the sport, or they're just like frustrated with you because just because of whatever, because you're like lazy or whatever, and they'll start to force you to become greater at basketball. Or maybe it's because they secretly know, like, you want me to force you to do this. I got you, wink, wink. But the kid at the beginning, he wants to be forced. I think if we all said like, yo, would you want your parents to force you to do basketball and work out at it and be great at it? Most kids would say yes in the beginning, but then as time goes on, they will start to complain. And we'll be like, I thought that you said that you wanted to force me. And they'll be like, not today. Oh my God, you're so stupid. Oh my God, like that. And that's where the two paths like merge. And rarely do you get a kid who's like, yes, push me, parents, or heck, I'll push myself. And the parents going, I'm gonna push you even though we haven't even started yet. And then they go together. That's very, very, very rare. And I think that that's where like most of the issues lie in, because parents don't want to be mean. And kids, human beings, it's hard to push ourselves as human beings. But it's really easy when someone else is pushing us, So make sure that you correct all that. Make sure that you communicate with each other. Make sure that you put yourself in the right spot. And like I tell most kids, like, you can't do it alone. To be able to do it alone is to do something that like basically almost no one has ever done ever. Okay? Everyone needs help. So if you feel like you want to be great, don't keep it to yourself. Tell someone, tell your coach, tell your teacher, tell your parents, tell your friends, and have them hold you accountable. All right, that's the only way to do it. You're not gonna do it alone. All right, it's not gonna happen because you're only one human being. It's easier to take care of other people. And especially if like many people are taking care of you, it's easier to hold them accountable. Just like when I run you guys, if I was running with you, I would be like, okay, we're not gonna run that much longer. I'm tired. But me, as I'm watching you guys run, I'm like, yeah, run again. Makes no difference to me because I'm not like in the mix. So understand that whole like difference. And if you're a kid, push your parents to push you. That's the answer. All right, quote of the day. While there's life, there's hope. This one sounds deep. I need to say that deeper. I'm sorry about that. Yo, while there's life, there's hope. Yes, while there's life, there's hope. As long as there's time on the clock, you should be trying your hardest. You look up at the score and you're going, we're down by 40, 10 minutes to go. Let's make this the greatest comeback ever. Okay, down by 40 seconds to go. Well, at least I'll look good to finish this game. While there's life, there's hope. All right, you're an eighth grader. You suck at basketball, but you want to make the NBA. While there's life, there's hope. Maybe I've got a miracle left in me. Let's go get it. And when you go for that everlasting miracle over and over and over again, you keep this perpetual level of hope, and it ends up inching you forward to where you wouldn't have thought that you could have made it otherwise. All right, so that's the quote of the day. This Friday. Friday's the hardest quote of the day because it's Thursday. Sorry, Thursday, second hardest. It's because there's 5 words. All right. While there's life, there's hope. It gets longer and longer as the week goes on. So our 5-word Thursday quote of the day. While there's life, there's hope. But let's see the story of the day. What does that talk about?
Don't be fooled by those that make their greatness look easy. Making it look effortless, ironically, takes a ton of effort. So always give your all, even when the odds are against you, so that hopefully one day you can make it look just as easy as those who came before you.
I'm not sure who said it, but someone said it took me 20 years to become an overnight success. And I think that that's something to say. Yes, it takes a lot of work to make it look easy. And the people that put in the hours upon hours upon hours upon hours, those are the people that people think just are naturally great at something. And sometimes it's not even like the amount of time that they directly put in it. Usually it's like the amount of time that they put into just having fun. So think about the times when you play video games. Is that like hard hours? Think about the times when you're like playing outside with your friends, like tag. Do kids still play that? Do that anymore? I don't even know. Think about the times when you're just riding around on your bike. Think about the times when you're being lazy, just lying in your bed, whatever, or just eating like snacks. Is that like difficult for you? Probably not, right? You can do it at any time, right? If you do it too much, you'll get fat. Do it too much, you'll be too lazy, right? But some people, they work out hard at basketball with the same level of attitude. The same 5-6 hours when you're on your video games, and your parents are like, "Are you still on that game? You stop it right now," like that. Are the hours that you sleep in on a Saturday morning, and it's like 2 o'clock. And you wake up, you're like, "Oh, sorry about that. Oh my God, I slept all day." That time, some people can just they can put up shots. They can do sprints. They can do push-ups. And they'll lose track of time. Because to them, it was just fun. And for you guys, like we have open gym tonight. Open gym is fun. Yeah, you can play all day, right? Some people like to do that for other things. Like drills that they're not good at. Imagine that. Doing something that you suck at and you love it. You're not practicing your favorite moves. No, you're practicing the moves that you absolutely suck at. And you're like, ooh, I like this. Ooh, I like this, right? And if you had a choice to remain good at something that you're already good at, or to become great at something that you weren't good at, which one would you choose? Well, you would choose the second one, obviously. But when it comes down to what would you rather do, to work on something to do something that you're good at, or to do something that you're bad at, you'll choose to do something that you're good at. That's a problem. You have to learn to love the things that you suck at, because you need to spend so much time on those things. You need to only spend time, basically. I mean, of course, you need to have your favorite moves and work on those moves, whatever. But, man, if you absolutely loved working on the stuff that you sucked at, soon you would have a hard time finding other things. After a while, you're going to be like, I'm not bad at anything anymore. And then you'll start shooting, and you'll be like, everything's just swishing. Oh my God, I don't like this. And then you got a new problem, but that problem is a good problem. All right, so when you're out there, do as this thing said. It said, don't be fooled by those that make their greatness look easy. Making it look effortless, ironically, takes a ton of effort. So always give your all, even when the odds are against you, so that hopefully one day you can make it look just as easy as those who came before you. All right, so you're gonna work so hard, and they're gonna think that you're just a natural. Don't let them get away with it. But usually people just go, okay, think whatever you want. All right, you're gonna work your butt off, and no one's even gonna know. But that's why we film it and we put it online. Imagine you're in the NBA, just like Steph Curry, and some little kid goes on YouTube and he sees 10 years of you working out, and he's thinking, wait, I'm an 8-year-old. I got 10 years. And he looks at what you did on Thursday, and he says, wait, that's the same day that it is right now. It's February. It's February 27th. I'm gonna follow his thing. Whatever he did on YouTube, I'm gonna put on YouTube. And they follow you, and then you create the next superstar. Imagine that. That would be the coolest thing ever. But, I'm just wondering, did you know? That was my segue. Did you know? All right. I don't know what this did you know thing is, but let me see. Oh, this is a sad one because, man, it's about Wembanyama once again. I had all these already queued up, so I got to talk about them. But Wemby is out for the season. Hopefully not out for his entire career. All right, but he was on his way to creating a new stat. All right, not just block shots, but listen to this.
I'm sure we're all familiar with Victor Wembanyama's offensive game. The highlights can be breathtaking at times, as his sheer height and length and skill level can be simply overwhelming. There is no question why he's an all-star this year, as his impact on the court can't be measured in simple box score numbers. But there's something else going on that no one has been paying attention to. And I'm here to break it down so we can more fully enjoy the early stages of what is surely a Hall of Fame and potential GOAT career, otherwise known as the Wemby.
Right,
At his height.
So what is this Wemby thing he's going to be talking about? It's a defensive block, but instead of just blocking the shot, you maintain possession. All right, now other people have done this obviously in the history of basketball, like Bill Russell, but no one's kept a stat of it, and there's been no reason to keep stats of it. But think about it: if they block your shot, that's cool. But if they block your shot and keep the ball, that is cooler. Because if they block your shot and it goes right back to you, it's like they did almost. I mean, they did something, but kind of nothing. But if they block your shot and then they get it, that's even greater. But now if they block your shot and then they pass it to a teammate for a point, it's like a point off a turnover. They're calling that a Wemby. I don't know if if it's ever going to be called that, actually. But, that would be a cool stat. So, look, that's just a regular block, but it goes out of bounds. All right? But if you get a block and then it leads to a point and you maintain possession, that's a different type of block. So it reminds me of when you guys, especially if it leads to a score, right? That reminds me of when you guys swing and you guys foul people like that. You shouldn't be doing that. All right? One, if you swing for a block shot, yeah, you might block it, it might go out of bounds, stuff like that, but you're probably going to get a foul. Because if someone swung, all you have to do is just change where your arm is and they can hit your arm. All right? But some referees, when they call those quick fouls, they will assume that you're fouling as soon as your arm goes down. They're not the greatest refs because they're reffing freaking fifth graders, okay? And then two, there's a reason why they call the call so fast. It's because they're anticipating. So if you do something stupid like swing down, you don't even need a Luka, Doncic, or Shea, Gilgeous, Alexander to manipulate it to make you foul them. They'll just assume that you're going to foul because you're swinging down like that. And they're going to assume that the offensive player is good enough to basically bait you into that. So you guys need to stay up. But if you do get a blocked shot, try to tip it to a teammate. Try to tip it to yourself. Don't try to swing it out of bounds. I think that's the best way to play defense. And if they end up scoring on you because you just had your hands up instead of swinging down, that's okay. All right, because they're bound to make some. It's better than fouling out. It's better than giving them an N1 and stuff like that. So I go for Wemby's. You want your blocks to turn into turnovers. And if you're guarding the man, just put your hand up. If you come over for help side, then possibly you can be the one to swing away. Other than that, you don't want to get up and under and all these other things. So, did you know that there was a stat maybe called the Wemby? He didn't invent it, but he's definitely perfecting it over these years, and hopefully we get to see it again. All right. Now, what's next? We got this stuff tonight. We're going to start off with some 0 to 2 dribbles, five arc spots, half court shots. Let's definitely do the half court shots today. And then we got some just playing after that. Some team stuff that we had planned would be the 3-man weave, 1-on-1 alley, 4-on-3 scramble, patience 0-50, 100, 0 to 3 seconds down by 3, and down by 10 with 3 minutes left. We're going to talk about all of those. We're going to probably do the 4-on-3 scramble with everybody. possibly the one-on-one alley. I'm not sure about that one yet. But let me talk about the patience one. All right, this patience one, it's one of the most important things in all of basketball, I believe, because our job is to develop your game. All right, what up, Mello? Our job is to develop your game. Our job is to make you make your high school team, to make you make your college team, make you make the pros, right? Well, you can't do that too well if you're not a team player. So, we need you guys to pass the ball around. We need you guys to not take bad shots. We need you guys to take shots, even when you do miss, that the coach will be like, good shot. Sadly, that's not very intuitive. So what ends up happening is you shoot the first shot that you see, and which is okay at one time, but then you do it 18 straight times and everyone hates you. Or you pass too much, and everyone's like, well, he's not aggressive. A rule of thumb is our 0, 50, 100 rule. All right? The first time that you catch the ball, you can either shoot it, drive to the basket, or pass for an assist like a crazy pass. I don't want you doing any of those three things. You catch the ball, do not dribble, pass the ball to a safe spot, and then cut. Okay? So the first time that you catch the ball, you never drive, never pass for an assist, never shoot. The second time that you touch the ball in one offensive possession, you do one of those things 50% of the time. The third time, you do it 100% of the time. No matter what, you shoot the ball. No matter what, you drive. No matter what, you make an awesome pass. You just be as aggressive as possible. The third time that you catch the ball, and among this, we will get the ball around. And you're allowed to break that rule 5 times. All right, you're allowed to come down the court and jack up the first shot that you see 5 times. You're allowed to come down the court, catch the ball, and just throw it for an assist and get a turnover, get an assist. Who cares? You're allowed to do that 5 times. If you go 0 for 5, or 1 for 5, or 2 for 5, you're not allowed any more. But if you go 3 for 5, 4 for 5, 5 for 5, you get 5 more. So that's the rule of thumb. Because if you're going 5 for 5 or even 3 for 5, you're a dominant player. We're okay with you not passing. Or we're okay with you going for every assist. We're okay with you driving every single time. All right? But if you're not capable of doing that, stop it. So that's what you're doing. And when I say this, parents hate it. Don't tell my kid not to drive. Don't tell your 1 for 5 kid not to drive. Oh yeah, no, he needs to not drive. All right? So you guys need to figure this out. Play the game patiently. And the more that we have the ball, the better. The more that we have the ball, the better. So make sure that we have the ball in our hands as often as possible. Let's check out the highlight today. Our highlight is another Wemby one. Jokic talking to Wemby.
You really brought a book?
Yeah, I read before every game. Is that this crazy? So like I brought.
I don't love it, but people loved it. Wemby reads a book before every game. But I don't like the fact that Jokic is making fun of him. All these jocks in there don't understand, man. Wemby's an educated dude. All right? He's like Kobe over there, reading books before the game, but Joker's cracking up on it. He's like, what? You read books? What? Guys, don't be like that. Nah, but he did bring the book to the actual All-Star game. That's kind of that is kind of strange. I mean, it would be strange if he brought a movie to the All-Star game, right? Because you're supposed to be playing basketball. So he's entertaining himself. But a reader, that's an avid reader, is an awesome thing. It means that he has a high intellect, probably. All right. So yeah, don't be making fun of readers out there. It's great to read, but it was a very, very fun interaction and tells the difference between these two types of players. But once again, hope that Wemby's okay, man. Dang, seriously, it's bugging me that he might be out for his entire career. Seriously, but I'm happy that his health will be better and things like that. But man, it's just because he has so much passion. He's so unique. Well, we'll see what happens. Hopefully he's back. All right, let's check the trivia question today. Trivia question. We got we got 2 more days. We have another tie between the same 2 people last time that tied. Austin and Josiah's tied last month. If they tie again, we go into overtime, which is first one to break the tie, basically, okay? So if one of them ends up winning, they win 6-5 or whatever it might be, 7-5, whatever, okay? But if they tie 5-5 or even 6-6, that means everyone else still has a chance to win, and we just go first one to 7. our first one to 6, whatever the next number is. All right, and whoever wins for the most for the end of the month, whoever has the most at the end of the month wins a $50 coin. So good luck to both those guys, but also to everyone else. You still got a chance. Austin Max with 5, Josiah's with 5, Wes with 2, Joey with 1, and Romello with 1. Good luck, everybody. The question today is... Oh, no. I asked that question before. Wait, I didn't look up the question today. I got to find a new question for you guys. Wait. Let me see. Let me think of someone here. I know what happened. I think I went to this and then I got all confused. Yeah, okay. I got this. All right, let me see. Let me think of a good question for you guys. And then I can ask it here. All right, I'm typing in the question right now. Here's the question. Okay. What was that word? Okay. There goes the question. And here goes the question. Hopefully it's situated correctly behind there. And the question is, what was the nickname of the high-flying dunker from Seattle when they had a team? Just made that up right now. Let me know if you know. What was the nickname of the high-flying dunker from Seattle when they had a team? If you happen to know that question, put in the answers. But yeah, that team actually wasn't so prolific. If I could just say the dunker, the high-flying dunker. Don't most teams have a high-flying dunker? Not this team. This team had 1. But what was his nickname? You might be able to say his name, but what was his nickname? You have until the end of the show to answer the question. If anyone knows anything about basketball, you should know that. Let's go to commercial break. Skywalker's a good guess, man. I like that guess. That is the wrong answer. Skywalker, who do you play for? You play for like the San Antonio Spurs. Skywalker. That was I also played for the Nuggets. I think, right? Skywalker was what's his name? Whatever his name. Thompson. David Thompson. No, he was not. He was not with Seattle. Seattle had 1 dunker, and it's this famous dunker. What is his nickname? All right, next thing that we're talking about is the WNBA. They did something first before the NBA did, and what they did was a one-on-one basketball tournament. Now, Breanna Stewart, one of the best players in the entire league, lost. She got smacked. All right, and this one-on-one thing, but. I mean, they give you 5 seconds from half. It's kind of neat. Then once you get the ball, you check it back up to someone. Then you go from the 3-point line and you get, is it 7 seconds? 7 seconds. 7 seconds. I think this is a great format. Whoever came up with this, I like it. All right, but what would happen if the NBA did it? And who would be the best one-on-one basketball player? I think obvious choice would be Kyrie. Kevin Durant. Oh my God. Maybe LeBron because he's stronger. Steph Curry because it's 7 seconds. Maybe that's not enough. He comes off screens. Who do you think would be the best NBA basketball player, and why aren't they doing it? Is it like an ego thing? If they added this to the All-Star game, that would be a sure bet. People would at least watch. And for the WNBA, they did it. They made it into a whole like tournament. I think the ego is part of it because the best players one-on-one, by the way, Breanna Stewart never scored. The best players one-on-one, like Breanna Stewart, she got embarrassed. I don't know if NBA players are that laid back to be embarrassed because one-on-one basketball is not the same as team basketball. So the people dominating the team basketball game right now are the superstars. There might be a random one-on-one guy. And I know that Spencer Dinwiddie, he said that no one can beat a one-on-one in the whole NBA. He said that. But I think maybe he's lying. I don't know. He's not a superstar. So you guys think that that's a conspiracy? You guys think that there's anything up with that? And should we do a one-on-one tournament one day? And does it really mean anything? Because again, Breanna Stewart, she got smacked by this girl right here. Smacked. I mean, we're watching the whole thing. That was the whole game right there. 12-0. See ya. Not even gonna shake your hand. Oh, okay. No, she gave her a hug. But yeah, what do you guys think about that? Crazy. Rain Man is the answer, and you even spelled it correctly. Yes, it wasn't spelled just R-A-I and like it's raining from the sky, but the glove, Gary Payton would pass the ball to Sean Kemp, the Rain Man. And I gotta add a new name. Let me see this thing. Can I spell it right? Okay, I got Jace and then Dolph. Last name. There you go. Adding your point right there. Jace is on the board. Great job. It was the Rain Man. He played for the Supersonics. Skywalker played for the Supersonics. You know, he played for the Supersonics. Did he? That was pretty late in his career then. He wasn't really dunking then. Look, there's one dunker, and it's the Rain Man. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You can ask anyone from Seattle, anyone on Earth, they'll say it was Sean Kemp. So, yes, while that was kind of up in the air, every team does have a dunker, and Skywalker was a dunker, but no, can't give it to him. The Rain Man. All right, homework. Who's doing the homework? Kieran, see you working. Luke with the Las Vegas workout. Luke said he's gonna post every single day. Start doing every single thing every single day. What's up, Luke? He did post today though. All right, Weston, I see you working out, man. Keep going, you guys. Rumi, I see you. All right. Last thing, man, I'm talking about before we inspire for the day. Is the dunk contest too easy for Mac McClung? He's won it now 3 straight times. All right, and look, he's not in the NBA. They bring him in the NBA to promote the dunk contest. You might as well bring in the other guys then, but I guess this guy could actually fill out a roster spot. He actually gets in the games and does something, but he can't ever get like a sustainable thing on the team. They just put him on the team around the All-Star break, and then they add him to the game. All right, and they add him to the game just so he can win the dunk contest. And I think he's been on 3 different teams. Has he been? Wait. Has he been on 3 different teams for every dunk contest? All right, so let me see. The All-Star Dunk Contest winners. We got, yeah. So in 2023, Mac McClung it was 76ers the first year, 76ers the second year, but then the Magic this year. So it hasn't bounced around too much. But, I mean, can anyone beat him? Is it even possible to be a professional dunker? All right, and I think that it's not possible. I think that now dunking has become such an art that it's a separate sport. All right, and I can't name any other sports that do this, but this one is that now. There's no catching Jordan Kilgannon when all he does is practice dunking. All right, that's all he does. And there's probably shooters out there that can shoot better than any NBA player, but they can't play basketball because they just practice shooting too much. This goes to show you that you guys need to make sure that you have an all-around game. You don't want to just be one thing. Even if that thing is a dunker, even if that thing is a shooter, even if that thing is a dribbler. You want to become good at all things so that you can actually make a roster. Because all the best shooters, they used to just put me on them and say, John, he gets no shots today. I'm like, bet. And he would not shoot the whole day. And it was just a driver, you can eventually pick that guy out. All right? Unless you're Shaquille O'Neal and even he had his flaws, you probably want an all-around game. So that's all I got to say about this. But the dunk contest, it's too easy for Mac McClung. They need to figure something else out ASAP. Anyways, that's my time. All right, great job with the trivia question to Jace. You're on the board, my man. And the quote of the day is, while there's a life, there's hope. I almost said where there's a will, there's a way. No, but while there's life, there's hope. So keep that hope up because your life ain't over yet, man. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. I think that's the best quote of all time right there. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. But for today, while there's life, there's hope. I'll talk to you guys soon, man. Peace out.
ha, ha.